girlfriend gave me 3 thrift stores that I should be going to. So I'm going to check those out.
Izzy, 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 Izzy. Izzy, 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 Izzy.
I'll let you know the vibes. I'll let you know if it's worth it. Keep watching to figure out what thrift stores are worth shopping here in Evanston. So our first store is going to be Crossroads. This is very manageable, very accessible. So I'm thinking we check out this first. I'm not always for Crossroads, but I do often have good sized shoes. So that is what I'm hoping for. They're not open till 11. Crap. Thrift store is not open, so what we're going to have to do now is go to a different thrift store. This one doesn't open until 11. It's a Crossroads, so I'm like, we'll see if I can get back to it. It's really close to my girl's job, so maybe I'll come back to it that way. But now it's time to go to the one she sent me. It's called Classy Thrift. It opens in approximately 8 minutes, and it's like a 9-minute drive. So I'm gonna get there right on time, baby. Closet, actually. Called Classy Closet. So let's go and get some classy clothes. It was so quiet in this store that there was no way I was going to pick up the camera and talk to it. It just wasn't working for me. But overall, the classy, sassy, whatever, I forget the name of the store every single time. But the store was pretty cute. I'm not going to hold you. However, the prices on these sunglasses actually were a little unhinged. I didn't get it. It was a running theme with the sunglasses specifically. Because when I went to the purses, I mean, they were like 20, 18, 16, you know, nothing too crazy, but the sunglasses running 50. I don't get it. However, the curation in the store overall was very apparent. It was interesting to see the staff that was working. It seems like probably it's in a college area, so there's some college students working and doing the pulling, but there was a lady who was mainly monitoring the accessories and things like that. Oh my god, these pants, I saw them, thought my girl would like them. She likes when I have the snap pants on my own. And then this skirt, child, the hem on this actually exquisite. I wish it fit me. I would have taken that home with that little camo shirt. And then they had the downstairs area 50% off. So of course I had to check it out. And honestly, it felt like as big as, if not bigger than the store upstairs, which was kind of crazy. But overall, there was so many like little small things to get stuck in and lost in at this basement area. And it was even nicer to go through because there were no workers there. However, the racks were toy. They were very, very tight. And at some points I was just like, you know what? I'm not even gonna go through this. I did see these polka dot pants here, and it's making me single-handedly want some polka dot pants going forward, because I feel like if I had a navy blue, white, polka dot pant, wide leg, little situation, that would be just amazing, and now I need that. However, I did not find that today, but I did find some really, really cute skirts, and I'm like, this is giving me Pink Lemonade. Is this not giving? But overall, everything downstairs obviously was 50% off. However, it was not going to give cheap. They was not going to give cheap even though it was 50% off. But I did like a lot of the pieces down there. There's a lot of see-through, beautiful textures, and a lot of vintage, which is really nice for the prices that you were getting. So overall, I'm really not mad at my classy girl, like classy thrift, classy clothes. The accessories here were immaculately detailed, and the staff really knew what they were talking about when it came to all the pieces that they curated. And there were just so many little whimsical pieces that I found, and that I, like, wait. So I really, really, really digged it. That was cute. So that is store one. I will say, when it comes to these stores, my reviews is not necessarily if it's my style, but whose style is it? Who is classy closet style? I think if you're looking for one, you want to keep in the sustainability, you want to shop secondhand, this is the perfect place to get your work attire, some after office drinks, kind of appropriate clothing, very sleek. I mean, it says classy in the name, so it's giving classy. If you're somebody who is obsessed with jewelry and like quality jewelry, silver, golds, jewels, things like that, I would go there. There was a lady there who was like really talking about what was in the case, and it like brightened my understanding, even what was out there. So I thought that was really cool. I end up having to record some on my phone a little bit because my camera is dying. So going forward, it might be a bit on my phone, but we're gonna see how it goes. But let's talk about what I got. So I spent $9.90, and I got this one shirt. I really liked it because one, it's like this loose turtleneck that I enjoy. It's the only kind of turtleneck I really like. And then also, it's basically see-through with the roses. It's like just really fun and cute, flirty, very spring. And I can wear this like with a bra. I can even wear a shirt underneath and wear it to work myself. But now we're on to our next thrift store. Let's go. This next store was again very quiet, no one in there, so of course I couldn't talk to the camera. But it was oddly curated in a way that obviously you can tell, like the curation of the belts, the dresses that was there, all the little sections they had throughout the store were very, very adorable. However, it didn't really feel like the clothing there was meant for a wide demographic. It felt like very specific and general about the pieces that you were seeing, very repetitive, maybe not in the silhouettes, but like kind of in the themes of like where you would be wearing them. And they also had so many different sections of like books. They had little gadgets. The clowns were hilarious. The shoe section was so large that I didn't expect that at all. However, they did not have a size 12, so you know, like, what is all this space for? They did have a beautiful little dressing room area. So if you wanted to come here and try clothes on, you definitely could. You can get your little place. You can get your china here. You can get some lamps. You can get an air fryer. You know, honestly, this store was larger than you could have thought. However, it was so little stock that you honestly could go through the whole store and not feel like you missed anything. I saw some things and I was like, okay, cool, very cute, but nothing that I was really gravitating toward, except there is this dress. Oh my God, I really, really wanted it to fit because I want a exaggerate, beautiful dress. I just want to get my dresses collection up way more and not just flimsy little dresses, but something I can go to a gala in and feel like very hot, or maybe even just go out in and be like, yeah, girls, I'm dressing up. I am back in the car, and I had a feeling that one wasn't gonna be that crazy. I believe it's giving the most thrift vibes. However, with that, you kind of get what you're looking for, or you don't. So I didn't find anything in the thrift store that I felt really drawn to. Funny enough, I did see a phone mount in there, which I thought was funny because I just bought this one and it was only $4, but it was like in the package but not in the package, so you never know. On to the next thrift store. Well, first I think I'm gonna eat, and then I'm going to go to that last thrift store, and hopefully I can go to another one after that. So far, I would recommend that thrift store if you're just looking for a thrifty vibe and seeing what they have. You want to check out a thrift store kind of situation, but it was because it has so many things, it wasn't really like honed in on one thing. Going back to Crossroads to see what we can find. Take two. Crossroads is always going to be that girl for the variety. However, not in the variety of brands. However, the shirt, there was so much free people and anthropology in the store. So if you're really, really gravitating toward those styles and designs, I would recommend going to this Crossroads for that. The pieces there were very trendy, very on par. I saw Joy Toast, like shout out to Joy Toast. Overall, I was thinking about this dress and I was like, but something about it was like, no, I'm probably not gonna want this forever. I just want it as a moment. So I was like, okay, let me move forward, move on. Let's groove through it. They had a little purse section, nothing too crazy, nothing jumped out at me really in that section. But overall, I would say everything was nice. Everything in this store, if you're looking to just shop and see new cool things, this is not a bad spot for that. So I'm back in the car because Crossroads wasn't bad. It was not bad, and it's a good spot if you were looking for classic trendy pieces, but at a little, a double price, But I felt like the things in there, not to be like, it felt disingenuous, but I don't know. It was consignment, and the first store I went to was consignment as well. So like, I'm not against consignment at all, actually. Like, as a reseller girly pop, I get it, but something about it just felt disjointed. Plus, out of all the stores I've been to, that had like the least amount of plus size clothing. Like, even in the XXL little marker, there was a lot of size 16s, and it didn't even go up to a size 20. Like, it just was not giving what needed to be gave. So I'm going to the last recommendation by my girl. Ooh, I just saw them at the crossroads. That's cute. But I'm going to the last recommendation that my girl gave me, which is Heyday, which is, funny enough, I just did a market, hot and heavy market. It was an all like size large and up to 6X market. And Prison City Vintage was there, and I really messed with their pieces. I got a Spoil Me shirt, and here I am realizing that this is their Evanston store where they hold all their pieces and things like that. So I'm going to check it out, and hopefully it gets what needs to be gay. This is probably the store out of every store that I've been to that is really the vibe I was hoping to receive and get. And I just thought I would see more curated shops out in Evanston, and there really is a space lacking for that there. And I really am excited that Heyday decided to, step up and represent the girls, because the pieces here were so breathable, flowy, colorful, and size inclusive, might I add. I will say they only went to probably a size 22, but regardless, the pieces that were size 22 were fire and not just an afterthought, at least how that's how it felt. And considering that plus size market just happened a couple weeks before, I'm like, maybe I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. They needed to just re-up on their plus sizes. That's all I'm going to say. So I say check it out and let me know what's tea. The variety of men's and women's pieces, and honestly they even had a home decor there. So overall, I don't have anything bad to say. Like, the dressing room was fire. Like, it's only one dressing room, I will say, so you guys keep that in mind if it's busy that day. I saw some people who left because they didn't want to wait for the dressing room, but I mean, if you're coming to a small shop like this, you're kind of understanding that's the vibe. Or you come with, thin layers that you can put some pieces on top of. This purse, just chef's kiss, the shape, the color, the buckles, the everything about it. I don't even know why I didn't get that. Honestly, truly pretty fire. And they had everything sectioned off so beautifully here. It felt easy to walk through, even though it's a smaller store. And the staff was really nice. Honestly, I just would say this is a store if you're looking for those Y2K, a lot of 90s pieces, like Y2K to the 90s. I would say this is definitely a spot to go to. And they had something for everyone, like truly everyone. I did find a couple of pieces that I was like, wait. And it's definitely this halter top right here. I have worn this top so many times since this clip, and I honestly think I wore it the day after this clip. After I got it, it just truly is a summer piece. So fun, slinky, sexy, and I can't say enough about it. That is the last thing that I ended up buying overall in this shopping experience. I didn't record an end of the video clip, but thank you so much for enjoying this shopping trip with me, and hopefully you go ahead and check out all of these stores and definitely let me know which one is your vibe, because truly they weren't all any bad at all. They just were different vibes and different reasons you might be going shopping. There's always different things you're looking for. So if any of these suit your vibe, definitely let me know in the comments. Like this video, make sure you subscribe, and don't you ever forget you can do anything because you're a cutie. Bye.